Hello everybody, Toy Chelsea powering up for another video for the first time in God knows how long. It's been probably a couple years now. Since then, there's been a lot that's been going on. I've been inspired to make another video from Mark and Ethan's Unisonus video today. And so, going on with the inspiration of that, today's video is going to be about the things I've learned about myself through the past couple years. That said, it gave me the inspiration to finally start chasing something that I've wanted to do, something that I'm actually passionate about, and something that I can actually do on this channel. I love stories, and I have a lifetime of interesting stories that some people would not even think to believe are true, that I have experienced in my life. I'm hoping that I can do other things with this channel, but for the time being, I think I'm going to stick with stories because genuinely that's something I'm really good at. I'm a good storyteller. That said, let's go through the past couple years. Last time that I was on here, I was showcasing my son, Carver, for the first time. He is now almost 3. He'll be 3 on the 6th. I'm super excited about that, but I also have another child. Her name is Claire, and I will introduce her whenever I get the chance or whenever you guys want to see. Otherwise, she's just kind of there. She is 1.5 now, or getting close to 1.5. But another notable change has been that, sorry, I think I hear her wrestling over there. Another notable change that has happened is my husband, the father of these 2 children, I should say. He has left. He has gone bye-bye. I'm over it now. I'm not really too upset about it. It bugs me that he left his children more than him leaving me, to be completely frank. He moved off to another state without saying a word, and I have not heard from him in a good few months. He just hasn't cared enough to even check in on his children, even not checking in on his daughter's first birthday. So those have been a lot of things I've had to go through in this past year, in these past couple years, I should say, but this past year in of itself has been extremely difficult for me, and it's been a complete test of my willpower, and I've learned quite a lot of things about myself. I had to learn a lot of the toxic things that I do, and I've had to learn how to change said traits. I've learned that I can be extremely overly reliant on people and not reliant on myself, to the point where I will throw my problems onto somebody else and expect them to somehow fix me. And I had to learn that that's not how it works. The hard way, unfortunately, but hey, anyway's a good way, I suppose. I've learned that I basically just have to do it myself. Pretty much all of the toxic things involved me having to get up and do stuff, and I've learned that I still have a lot of working to do. As it stands, there's still quite a lot of stuff that's wrong with me, medically speaking, and it is inhibiting me from working. And I've tried to work through it on multiple occasions, but it just has not helped, and I'm at a loss as to what to do, and I'm working on that from there. And who knows, maybe one day I'll look back on this and be like, hey, maybe I should have just gotten up off my ass and started doing something I enjoyed. Maybe that would have helped faster. Who knows? Nobody knows the future. You can only do what you can in the present and hope to God it helps in the future. Who knows? Now, that said, I have learned a lot of positive things about myself as well. I have learned that I am absolutely strong. I am able to get through whatever I need to get through, no matter how hard it is. I've learned that if I take a stand, I will be able to get to whatever destination that I need to get to, regardless of what stands in my way. Because of that, I have been able to medically help myself in a lot of ways. I've been able to get my mental illnesses under control, I should say. They're still there. We're still working on it, but it's under control. I'm not having outbursts once a week where I am incapacitated to the point where I just can't do anything. I'm literally just sitting or laying on the floor or throwing myself up against a wall and details. Details that I'm embarrassed about, but I'm talking about anyways. Hey. But it's been a ride. It's been a ride from trying to rely on somebody to not relying on somebody, especially coming out of an abusive relationship like I have. And yes, it was slightly physical, but most of it was mental, and I had to learn that because I didn't know any different. My life has been a big, chaotic burst of emotional manipulation, and I'm still working on trying to escape some of it. And it's difficult to try and learn that the people you think that love you are just using you, and it's been an eye-opener. It's been rough. It's been really rough. That's why I like to come here and try and be like, hey, I want to try and make a change. I want to see if I can hone in some of my other skills and do something that everybody thinks is a waste of time. Because a lot of people in my life don't care to listen to the stories I have. I only have maybe one person in my life who's there for me in a healthy way. And that's okay. One person is all I need, quite frankly. And I have 2 beautiful children, of which I am very happy about. And I feel I'm doing a great job of raising. And hopefully it'll show that my personality is not... Because I'm mildly autistic, for anybody who doesn't know, I've learned. And it explains a lot about me that I didn't know, and I didn't go diagnosed until a year ago. And I'm almost 24, literally the day before my son's birthday is my birthday, so yeah, he decided to come right next to me. Joy. But I'm gonna be 24. And I learned that I was autistic at 23 because I was never taken to the doctor like I was supposed to. My mental health was never a concern to the people in my life. And I feel like this is a safe spot to talk about this openly, because the people that are in my life that are still there, that I don't know if they realize the emotional... It's complicated. I need to get over it. I need to learn how to stand up for myself and maybe, hopefully, show them that what they're doing is not right. But I don't know. Right now, they are all I can rely on at the moment. It is the only place I have to go at the moment while I work on trying to figure out alternatives. But I learned that, yes, that I am autistic, and that has made my life incredibly harder, as you will hear in a lot of my story times. Some will be happy and spooky, and I have a lot. I have a lot of stories, and it is taking all of me not to just share them right now. Right now, I'm just sharing about the past year and the ups and the downs. Because I do remember a time when I was super energetic and I did videos on my old channel, and I wasn't afraid of doing that. And something changed. And suddenly I started just rotting in my soul. As dark and decrepit as that sounds, it's true. And I feel like this is a healthy way to finally get out some of those thoughts that have been haunting me. And to just share my story. And I can only hope that it'll make it entertaining. And I'm sure some of you guys will not believe some of the stories that I've had. Some of you will be skeptical, but believe me, every story that I tell on here will be 100% true to my knowledge, a personal experience that I have gone through. I'm going to keep this short just because it's a little later and I have other obligations that I need to tend to. But I do see myself as growing so much over this past year and letting go of some of the demons that used to control my life has been hard. And I guess the message that I'm trying to share is it doesn't matter how much you think you need somebody else. You don't. You absolutely do not need another person in your life to tell you how to be happy. You need to figure out on your own who you are and what you should do. Don't rely on somebody else to tell you who you should be. You should choose that for yourself. Because only you know you. That said, this has been Chelsea, powering down, for now, for the beginning of what seems to be a bright future.